Am I the asshole for shutting off the movie halfway through and making my boyfriend feel bad? My boyfriend, Wyatt, and I always watch movies together every time we have off days that end up on the same day, especially since the pandemic. And we go back and forth on who picks the movie. But I've noticed he's usually talking through my movie choices, either pointing out plot holes or just talking down about the movie in one way or another. I never act this way when it's his turn to pick the movie, even if I don't care for it, like the last movie he chose, The Fountain. I was confused until halfway through and then bored the rest of the movie. But I didn't talk during the movie or constantly dump on it either. And even at the end, when he asked what I thought, I said it was all right, even though I thought the movie wasn't good. It tried to do a bunch of different things all at once and ended up doing nothing. But he seemed really fond of it, so I didn't want to hurt his feelings. But he doesn't seem to have that mindset when it comes to him watching my picks. I've told him to shush and to just watch the movies, but he just sighs loudly and says they're boring. If I tell him to stop, he gets all huffy and goes totally silent and usually takes his phone out to play a game or scroll the internet, totally ignoring me and the movie. It really hurts my feelings. And yesterday was my turn to choose again, and I picked a movie that really hit me hard as a kid. I bawled when I first watched it and still tear up to this day. And I told him this movie was special to me. But he barely got 10 minutes into it before he started up saying it was boring and childish. It is a kid's movie, but that doesn't make it boring. I was getting upset, and before the big part of the movie even got close, I just couldn't take it anymore. I felt like him acting this way during a super important part would ruin the movie for me, maybe forever. So I just got up and turned it off. He asked what I was doing, and I told him I didn't want to have the movie ruined for me, so it was better off if I just turn it off. He said I was being a baby and to turn it back on. I refused and just told him to pick something to watch instead. Then I sat on the couch. He got mad and said if I was going to be dramatic like this, then he didn't want to watch anything with me, and got up and went to his room and slammed the door.
That's fine. Bye, bitch. I completely sympathize with her because it's like when you have something like that that's like touching to you, you don't want to taint it by some negative asshole. You know, like your memories of that are so special and sacred. Like, fuck you. You don't want to like the next time you watch this movie, remember how like the person you loved was being an asshole about it.
Yeah.
So like, no, I would turn it off too. Like, fuck you.
Completely agree. You don't know, like she said, it hit her really hard as a kid.
Yeah.
You don't know what she was going through at that
important to
time,
her.
how this resonates with her, how this has like maybe gotten her through tough life events. You don't know. She goes on to say, this happened the other day and he's been giving me the cold shoulder. And when I asked why, he said he wants an apology for making him feel like dirt. Should I apologize?
No.
Did I make a huge deal out of just a movie? Am I the asshole?
No. Not at all.
No. Not at all. Like when someone ruins something that you find enjoyable or special, like I don't understand why people shit on stuff for no good reason. Like, okay, maybe it's not for you, but you don't have to shit on it and ruin it for other people. You're just going out of your way to be callous and mean.
Yeah.
Why? That doesn't make you any better. Like, I don't know. Like, just what the fuck are you trying to do? Like, what are you trying to do?
Yeah, I agree. I just think I completely support her decision. I do not think that it was petty because she was protecting her own. This is a movie that really makes her feel special, that brings back amazing memories, that like touches her in an amazing way. And now this guy who she loves is bringing it down, tainting it.
Her favorite movie.
Yeah, making it pointing out things that like could have been better or that are wrong with it, and making it like just manipulating the whole way that might view the movie.
Yeah.
And like hopefully anyone is kind of like can see through that and just be like, well, fuck you. You can have your opinion, but this is mine and I like this movie. But like you still don't like, it just still sucks. You don't want to have that memory attached to something that's so special to you.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think it was petty for her to turn the movie off. I think absolutely she did what was right because it was like, he's not enjoying it. He's being annoying about it and not appreciating things that are special to her. Like it's not about the action. It's like, or it's not about like the movie or not. It's about the actual like respect he's giving her. And that just wasn't there.
No. And there's something to be said too about when you like something or like watch a certain movie, but then someone points something out, like you can't unsee it. You can't unhear it.
Yes, exactly.
And that's all you're
That's
gonna
what
think
I was.
of
That's
every single time. It's like, yeah,
I didn't have words for that, but yes.
that's well, and what you said, I was like, oh my God, yes, like this is exactly that. Because I've had things where it's like, oh, I really like this. Like I thought this looks cute, blah, blah, blah. And then someone points it out, oh, you look like fucking Blair Waldorf in that headband. I'm like, that's a bad example because I like Blair Waldorf. But like one of those things where it's like, you just like, they pointed something out and then it ruined it for you. Like you can't unsee it.
Well, okay, so this was an innocent thing, but it annoyed me. But Jeff, when I was on my way over here, I was planning on returning some stuff. And I tried on these pants that I was really iffy about. And so I wanted to see what his thoughts were because I was super iffy. So I was actually like, what do you think about these pants? And I'm FaceTiming him.
Those?
No.
Oh.
And he was like, I love them. They're amazing, whatever. And then I have this shirt from like the same place that I was for sure going to keep because I loved the shirt. And I was like, what do you think about the shirt? And one of the questions was like me actually wanted his advice. The other one I wanted him to validate what I already liked. Do you know what I mean?
You phrased it wrong. You should have been like, I love this shirt. Don't you think it's great?
I said something like, isn't the shirt cute? And he goes, yeah.
You left it too open-ended.
Yeah. He goes, yeah. And then I go, you like it? And he goes, yeah. I go, you love it? And he goes, I like it. And like he's
2 out of 3.
Exactly. And
he got
like,
2 out of 3.
And I think it's like I gotta give him this because like
he was honest.
Yes, he tries to stay very honest with or he stays very honest with everything. And so even when it's something where I'm like, why don't you just say you loved it? Like I'd rather him be honest just in life than, whatever, than do little white lies. So I appreciate that. But at the same time, then after that, I was like, well, do I love this shirt? Like maybe this does look weird.
It makes you have doubts.
And I kept looking at it and being like, well, do I want to keep it? And then I'm like, no, I do want to keep it and I like it. I have my own opinions, but like because someone I care and love about is looking at this shirt and you know what I mean? Then I'm like, now I have doubts. And I just think that there is something to be said with like protecting things that you really care about and like and being like, if your opinion is so far-fetched from what mine is on like a sentimental video, then like I don't want it because I don't want to change my opinion or see things in it that make me question whatever. Morgan finally got a bug that she's been trying to get, so she's distracting us.
No, I was listening though. I think if something is super, super important to you and there's a chance that someone's going to ruin it, maybe like, but that's not fair either. You should be able to share what you're happy and obsessed with and in love with. Like, it's not fair. So fuck him.
Yeah.
His reaction to like, oh, I want you to apologize because you made me feel like dirt. And it's like, she shut the movie off because you were making her feel like dirt. There's a clear miscommunication, but his reaction is kind of a red flag to me.
Yeah, I agree. And I think if he did this with all the movies, then it
sounds like he's been doing it with all of her choices.
No, but I'm saying with all of movies in general, like if he was just one of those people.
A movie buff.
Yeah. Then it's like, okay, that's annoying. And like, even if I was her, like with that movie, I would still be like, okay, I want to keep this movie sacred. So if you're going to like have like comments about it, like please, like let's watch something else because you're kind of ruining it for me right now. And I really like this movie. But it sounds like he's only doing it to her choices.
Yeah.
So it's like now it seems like you're actually like criticizing her specifically by doing that.
Yeah, especially if he has not one comment about his choices.
Exactly. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. I think this could be like a potential petty like get over moment. They can figure it out. But there's also some question marks like, well, who is this guy and why is he acting like he's
so much better?
Yeah.
Like only my movie choices are good.
Yeah. So,
especially The Fountain. I'm going to have to look at what The Fountain's about.
Same.
Top comment, not the asshole. Major red flags I see, and he definitely is the a-hole and owes you the apology. Next one goes, I just love how he throws a temper tantrum about her being too dramatic. You calmly explained he was ruining it for you. And in his attempt to tell you how you're over dramatic, he acts like a toddler.
So true.
Hypocrisy like that makes me laugh, and I would have probably done so in front of him. You won't fix or change anything. Just make yourself tired in the end. And someone goes, he reminds me of the guy that yelled at me for being a drama queen and putting on a little scene for everyone when I talked calmly and he turned red and pounded the table. But you know us women, always full of drama.
I saw on TikTok, I think a lot of people have been saying this, so it's probably common, but there's been this trend where they're like, if he tells you that you're too much, tell him to go find someone that will give him less.
I love that. I absolutely love that.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, that's similar to the saying, like, if you can't handle me at my blah, you don't deserve me at my best or whatever.
Yeah.
Other comment that I really like, not the asshole. I dated someone like this one time, and you know what ended up happening? We ended up only watching the movies he wanted. And it wasn't just with movies. The dude never ever wanted to do anything he didn't want to do 100%. And if you are with a partner, you have to compromise sometimes.
Yeah.
So basically, it just ended up me always doing whatever he wanted, whether it was picking a restaurant to eat or going on a walk. So glad that relationship ending. Not saying you have to do the same, but this sounds like a personality flaw in your boyfriend that might be difficult, if not impossible, to change. And at any rate, it's not your job to change him.
Yeah, she nailed that one because that's exactly what I was saying. Like, if this could be just a petty situation where like it's just like blah 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 whatever random movie stuff, but like this sounds like it's like built into his
personality.
Yes, by the way that I don't know, but who knows?
I know. It'd be interesting to hear how it comes out to play in other situations.
Yeah.
Yeah.